Hey, good day everybody. Welcome back to Risk Rollers. But it's not a gaming night. It is a preview night for our upcoming Risk Rollers Open this coming Saturday and Sunday at Manningham Hotel in Bulleen. I have one of the participants here, Mr. Edward, as my co-host. So,
yeah.
Are you excited?
I am. I'm very excited. I'm always excited for two-day events, right?
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course. What do you mean, are you sure?
Okay, but yeah, before that, we want to thank our sponsors, namely Dice Arcade, Miniature Sceneries, Barrel of Dice, our new sponsor, and last but not least is General Games.
Yep.
In Malvern, in Frankston, and I know they have another.
one more.
They have one more, which I forgot. I'm very sorry. But yeah, so we will just have a very short preview wherein we would be talking about some of the terrain layouts, the map pack, and then some lists, and obviously the faction representation. And then I think we have a lot of super avid fan of Chaos Space Marines.
They're out in force. They're out in force at the open.
A lot of Chaos, a lot of Xenos.
Yeah.
Poor.
Should we just get into it then? You want to just go through
the faction? No, let's just do some list first, because since you're here, I just would want to pick up some of your thinking going into the this particular tournament, because it's as I've mentioned, actually this is our finale of our Road to Risk Rollers Circuit Championship, wherein the overall winner would be receiving a grand prize of $2,000. Oh my God, it's so big.
That's pretty wild.
I actually wanted to join before, but yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't.
You like playing too much as well.
But then the RR Open is still a standalone event wherein you would be actually winning a very fabulous trophies. I would want to be previewed it by today, but we would only collect the things by tomorrow. So yeah, just come in.
See them on the day.
Yeah, you see them on the day. And then the streaming also on Saturday, it would be publicly streamed by us, and we have a special guest, the Scotty D of the ATWN, Australia's Tabletop
Wargaming Network.
Wargaming Network.
He had it before the stream, and then he...
So long I practiced it. Okay, Ed. So going to the event, you've been playing actually a lot of Tau.
Yeah.
So what was, obviously, I think it's a stupid question, but what was the thinking coming into this event? Why are you playing Tau?
Why am I playing Tau? Well, for those who don't know, they got a big buff, big points decrease in the last balance round.
Last September.
And now they have a lot of options, and their firepower is not to be underestimated. And I think I like playing Tau, and I plan on playing it for a while competitively. So yeah, I mean that's continue with that trend, I guess. I think this is the first or second GT
or second tournament that you are bringing Tau.
I brought the Tau. I brought them to TNA in Brisbane, and then I brought them to the RTT.
No, TNA you used GSC.
No, I played Tau. That was before this.
Oh yeah, that was the time you just came back from the US. Oh my God, I'm dreaming. Yeah. So
continue that.
And then this is also actually a pre-practice for you for the upcoming VTC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just want more reps.
More reps.
Love more reps. So.
All right. So I know that the list was already up since last night. And then what do you think is the difference between your list? Because we have like 4 Tau players registered. Yeah.
A lot of Tau.
So what do you think is the difference between your list and then the 3 other players?
I had a look at the other lists. The other lists all run either just more suits of different suits, not just Crisis. I'm still running 9 Crisis because they're very good. If you haven't heard, 9 Crisis, extremely good. I think all the lists have at least 9 or 6.
At least,
And then a lot of the other lists have broadsides. Mine do not. Mine does not. A couple of them have riptides. I didn't see any ghost kills, which was like I'm not running ghost kills, which was surprising. So because ghost kills are considered very, very good, but I didn't see.
How much points is a ghost kill?
160. For a ghost kill, because there's low knock.
Okay.
For those who don't know.
So we don't want to actually.
But yeah, mine is I'll just say what it is.
Yeah.
Because it's all out there. But mine is it's essentially breacher spam.
Yep.
So it's 5 units of breachers with 5 devilfish and triple fireblade as well.
That is
to go with them.
insane.
And the firepower is pretty good.
Not pretty good, pretty brutal.
Pretty brutal, yeah. They hit the wrath of God. So it's
I've experienced it. Although I think when we practiced that one is a bit of a different list the time, right?
Yeah, it's gone through several
And then
iterations
I made some
at this point.
sneaky move against you, so
Yeah, you won that game.
yes, I won it. But it's a draw in terms of a WTC scoring, yeah.
So, but in some matchups it's not the best, but I'm practicing it for teams primarily. So.
All right, maybe we just dive into some of the lists that you wanted to talk about.
So
maybe particularly you think scary for you, or
scary for me. Okay.
Or something that you think would also do well in this tournament, and then I also would pick one list that I would want. I want you to help me because I don't have access with our
Well, I have one
BCP.
list I want to talk about.
Okay, let's go first.
I don't necessarily know if it's gonna do crazy well, but I'm a big fan of it, and I really like it. So the list is by Mr. Jordan Gibbs.
Jordan Gibbs.
I've never met Jordan, and he is running Drukhari. So very cool. But he came to play. Okay, he's got the meta Drukhari list.
Mind you, he's the only representation of the Drukhari, the Dark Elder. Only one, which is him.
The only
player.
Elder,
Yep.
yeah. So he has an Archon with the Art of Paint, which is like extra paint token every turn.
Yep.
He has 30 Cabalites, each with all the weapons because they're all free like Dark Lances. He has Lilith, Hesperex,
Yes.
like combat beat stick. Then he has 10 witches to go with her, 3 units of Scourge with Dark Lance.
Yes.
So these are the Fire and Fade dudes, with Dark Lances. So that's 12 Dark Lances off the bat.
Okay.
Okay, plus the 3 from the Cabalites.
So 12.
So we're up to 15.
We're up to 15 now. Yes.
Then we have 2 Chronos to get refunds and paint tokens. Very important. Then you have 2 Talos, which have Haywire. Oh, they don't have Haywire. They have the Splinter Gauntlet and the Liquefiers. Then 3 Ravagers, all with triple Darklands.
Yep.
So that's another 9 Darklands. And then
that's another 9.
That's another 9. So what's that?
That's already 24.
24.
24. Yep.
And then 3 more Raiders with 3 more Darklands.
So 27 now.
And then 2 Venoms as well to split the Cabalites, which don't have any Darklands.
Yeah.
So 27 Darklands.
So this was actually the.
I like it. That was very similar to
the list that you were thinking before, right? When we were thinking about all Lances Drukhari.
But yeah, I mean, props to you, Jordan, for bringing Drukhari, man. I'm finding them really hard to play at the moment, so I wish you the best of luck, and I think it's a great list.
Yeah.
If there's a list to do it with Drukhari, this is something like that, along those lines. Yeah.
Yep.
So
we actually are in a new studio setup. You can't see it, but at the back we've changed, the setup of our monitors, our switches, our cameras, and everything in between. But yeah, so and then only myself and Edward is available now, so pardon us for some of the effects won't be used for tonight. Yep. So yeah, and then if you have any questions, just ask us, and then we would have.
We have it on our phone.
Yeah. So I have my YouTube here on, so I can read your questions. Okay. So I actually want to see one list also, which is only one representation, which is the Leagues of Votann.
Leagues of Votann.
Because
why do you want to see the Leagues of Votann?
Because now they are also so crazy cheap, right?
They're pretty good. They are pretty good.
I know they are, like just spamming a lot of Hearthkin warriors or something.
Do you want me to read it? Or
because you're the player, so you need to review them as well.
Give my thoughts.
Yeah, give your thoughts.
So it's Lachlan Morrison, lovely gentleman. I've played him, I think, once before against his leagues.
Yeah, I think I saw him play Votann also last time, if I'm not mistaken.
He also has a beautiful GSC army that I saw in Geelong.
Yep.
So yeah. But he has, so it's Leagues of Votann, obviously.
Carl, I'm not a hunk. I'm just me.
He has a Brock here, Iron Master. I think that's like the Tech Marine kind of guy.
That
I think
gives
he
an
goes
aura.
with the Thunderkin. Gives them like +1 to hit or something.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Something like that. Don't quote me on that, guys. I'm not sure.
Yeah. The expert in Voten is not yet here. He will be here a bit later, so we will quiz him later.
He has 2 Einhir champions, which are like the Terminator characters. One with Wayfarer's Grace, which I think is the stand back up. I think. And then a Carl as well with a Grim Demeanor, which I think just hands out judgment tokens. And then he has 2 lots of 10 Hearthkin Warriors.
22.
2 lots of 10.
2 out of 22.
20.
20.
20.
Okay.
I assume they're going in the 4 Sagittars he has. 4 Sagittars.
Oh my gosh.
Sagittars are awesome, by the way. If you haven't seen Sagittars, yeah, very good.
I saw that list. I think it's a similar list as Mark McLeish used to run, like 4 Sagittars, yeah?
He was running 6.
6. So this one is 4.
This one's 4.
Oh, okay.
So the main difference is coming up. So
okay, cool.
The main difference between Mark's and this one is this has so Mark had 6 Thunderkin. This has 12. 2 units of 6, right? So these things are the big shooting units, like anti-vehicle 2+, AP2. It's either I think it's AP2 or AP3, and then 2 or 3 damage. I can't remember, but I think it's 2 damage. But it's like D6 blast as well. So it's nasty, nasty, nasty. Especially for someone like me who has like all vehicles in their list. So,
good luck.
Watch out, Tau players, for that. 2 units of 10 Hearthguard, Einhir Hearthguard. These are the Terminator dudes. And yeah, they shoot a lot.
2 units of 10 as well. 2
units of 10 as well. You got a lot of stuff, right?
Gosh.
You got a lot of stuff.
You got a lot of stuff with your channel, and obviously this Voten also got a lot of stuff
as well.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well,
fan.
Voten, I think they are in the 55% winning percentage in the last weekend 40k stats or something.
Something like that, yeah. He also has 2 units of the bikes, 2x3.
The Pioneer or something.
Hearthkin Pioneers.
Yes.
So yeah, very, very cool list.
That's probably also.
I'm a bit scared.
Yeah, that's also a very strong faction to watch out for. And yeah, so Carl said, ask the question properly. So I'll ask the question. So he said, I have a question. Why is Lawrence such a hunk? Maybe your spelling of a hunk is wrong, but I'm not the hunk. I'm just the hunky handkerchief.
Good question, though.
It's not a good question. I'll see you, Carl, tomorrow, okay? I'll message you later. Okay, next one. Oh, Dalton is live. You should be here already. He said, it's going to be a sweet weekend. If you are not able to make it, don't forget to catch it live right here on YouTube or over the Australian Tabletop Wargaming Network on Twitch. Yes, we would be live streaming it in 2 platforms, namely our own YouTube channel and Scotty D's Twitch account channel or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
And I think, talking of Carl, he'll be helping commentate.
Yeah, so
maybe
Carl would be also helping us to manage the event. So it would be me, him, Dalton, Lucky, and obviously we have a special guest, which is Scotty D. And you would be playing.
I'll be around.
Yeah, you'd be around playing. All right. Why not we also talk about some Space Marines? Not the least, but there are 4 Space Marines.
There are.
In terms of representation, and then they are all with different detachment, which is very cool.
That is cool. Yeah. So
I think Space Marines is also there. It's just like, like trying to, what do you call this one? I forgot the words that I wanted to mention. Just trying to find out which particular detachment, works better. Yeah, lots of option, but according to some of the things that I am hearing, I think the GTF, which is the Gladius Task Force, is still the best.
People seem to like it in singles, especially because it's
the
flexibility.
The flexibility,
yeah. So.
But I'm trying to run an Iron Storm Spearhead detachment with the Black Templars because Milton Melta is included with all their vehicles, so why not? Yep. So maybe we mentioned the 4 Space Marine detachments.
So Dylan Cowan
playing the Gladius.
Terrifyingly good player. Is playing the Gladius Task Force.
And the front runner for our $2,000. So, Dylan, once you receive the award, I'll talk to you.
If.
All right.
And then we have Harry from the Discord, Harry Turner.
Harry Turner, yep.
He's playing his Salamanders, playing the Firestorm Assault Force.
So I believe this is
This
like the
is-
advance and shoot or something.
I think it gives the guns assault. Sorry guys, I'm not really
I'm
sure
not
what this
yet
does, but
sure.
there's also cool strats. Like if you shoot the transport, they can get out and shoot you. Pretty cool, right?
Shoot the transport,
And then they get out and shoot
then
you.
the guys
for a CP
comes
or
out.
something, Yeah.
Oh my! And then
Cool.
they would go back in once
I don't know.
once they finish the shooting. Oh, is it better than your tower? In you can.
The tower is
if I charge you,
them, so it's a bit
I'll
different.
just go and hide.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
What a coward!
And then we have, I think, Terrence Drew
Oh, this
with
one,
his Space Wolves,
which is the storm lance.
which is the Storm Lance.
Then this one should be the advance and charge.
Yeah, yeah. And there's also a nice strat, I think, -1 to hit and wound,
Yep.
which is really nice on things like Thunderwolf Cavalry, which I've noted he has 18 of those.
Yep.
So yeah, that'll be cool to see. And then we have Ryan. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your name. Ryan Goetze.
Let me see.
Goetze.
Maybe you should
Sorry,
be
Ryan.
Ryan Getsy.
Goetze.
Go at
He's playing Dark Angels as well, and he's playing the Vanguard Spearhead. So this is the one that can take the forward deploy.
Yeah, this is the infiltrate. I believe he would have some Terminators in
Does
there.
he have Terminators? Let's
I think
find out.
I think it's the Deathwing Knights.
So he has Deathwing Command Squad,
a command squad as well.
and he has 10 Deathwing Knights.
And then one of the leader would have the
Nice.
detachment that gives the unit the infiltrate
The
ability.
Blade Driven Deep. That's probably
Yeah,
the one.
yeah, because deep inside the no man's land.
Yeah.
That
There
would
you
be
go.
right. That's
So
actually
also terrifying.
yeah, that's actually
Deathwing Knights is
Yeah.
no joke.
And yep, so I think we also have, we will not mention their list, but we have very good names who are also coming down to town.
I feel like the caliber of plays
We have Matt
quite
Borisoli,
high. Soli's coming, very cool. Playing Chaos Space Marines.
Chaos Space Marines, of
Very-
course.
Very good army right now.
And then
Powerful army.
we have Mr. Dean Sinbeck of Blood for the
Dean.
Blood God.
We've seen him on the channel recently as well.
World Eaters, the only WE
Warriors.
player as well.
Yep. And then Reese. of
Reese
course.
Cunningham, of course, playing Adepta.
playing Sisters.
Sororitas.
Yeah.
The only sisters
so-
as well.
The only sisters, yeah.
Yep.
The only non-Space Marine Imperium faction.
Yeah, where's
So
the
no Custodes,
where's
no
the
Guard.
Custodes?
You're missing the Custodes, huh?
Yeah,
No Grey Knights.
So if somebody drops, I'll be playing as, I don't know. If I'll be playing as Gumby, then I'll bring some Custodes.
Okay.
All right.
What else?
We have also Jason Horn.
Jason
very
Horn,
good,
of
very good Tyrannus player.
The only Tyranids player.
The only Tyrannus player as well. And then, so we have 11 Chaos faction representation,
It's a lot.
11
Let's
Xenos.
talk about that a bit.
Okay, cool.
There's after we looked at it, there's 6 Chaos Space
6
Marine
CSM,
players?
yes.
Wow. That's a lot, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yes. So I think a lot of people who was Elder before are already bored with winning. They want,
winning.
so they want some, because CSM is still there.
Yeah.
I think they are the only one that keeping Eldar also honest in terms of winning, right? Because if not Eldar, it's CSM who's winning.
I think CSM has a lot of play into matchups that maybe Eldar don't.
Yes.
Like Necrons, they can play into, but for Eldar, that's kind of miserable. And there are 3 Necron players, I think.
3 Necrons,
as
yes.
well. And yeah, I think it allows for. I think a lot of people in Melbourne have Chaos Space Marine armies actually.
And
as well.
Necrons.
And Necrons.
Yep.
So fair enough. All the Chaos Space Marine lists are kind of similar vein.
Yep. With
Forge
Occult,
Fiends, the Blitz,
a Curse.
the Cursed Cultists. Cursed Cultists are amazing, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah,
Forge Fiends,
Forge
your
Fiends,
Oblits.
some Rhinos, some Demon Allies. They're all kind of same.
Similar,
lines.
yes.
But
but watch out.
Everybody's got their own little tweaks and
Yeah,
stuff.
watch out
so-
for Morisoli, of course. So
Yeah.
you don't want to be paired to him in round 1. So I wish you luck, sir.
Yeah, but it's interesting. The Eldar, you could argue Eldar is on the same kind of caliber
Yes.
in terms of the level of power.
Yep.
Like I think Art of War did a tier list yesterday or the day before,
Okay.
and they still rate Eldar and CSM as basically at the top. But there's only one Elder, but there's 6 Chaos Space Marines.
So
very interesting.
We have Brian Chaos here. He said 90% chance that he will have to drop and sell for watching live, which makes me sad. I said, oh no, why, bro? You should reconsider your thoughts and then just come now this weekend because we will be having fun.
I'm gonna miss you.
And he said actually he has a great list to all the Eldar, but unfortunately for you, sir, there's only one Eldar player in the tournament. Yeah. Who's playing Eldar?
I'm not sure.
All right.
Let's have a look. Michael Dent.
Michael Dent.
Michael.
Yeah. Looking forward to see you because the name is not familiar also to me. So
it's a cool list.
And Ben Staffordson says for the Chaos list mostly are ACDC, Oblates, Fiends, and the Chosen.
What's ACDC?
What's ACDC? Tell us. I also don't know. Of course, no.
Curse Cultists. Is it?
The DC?
The Dark Commune. That's a good name for it.
Is
Dark Commune's the character unit that goes with them.
ACDC. Well done, Ben. That's very good. All right. So if not, maybe we should go with some of the terrain pack.
Yeah, you want to?
Which I revised. Yeah. So what I'll do, I think I'll just go to the.
Do you want me to do it?
No. Oh yeah, and then come back here.
All right, I'll come back.
Okay. So while Mr. Ed Askey is, just trying to put up some of the terrain pack, I think we do the number 4th round, bro. I want the 4th round.
You want the 4th round, okay.
Yes, let's have the 4th round. I forgot the mission, so Mr. Ed will help us put that into the screen. Yeah, thank you, Ben. Yeah, a Curse Cultist with the Dark Commune.
ACDC is cool.
ACDC, good naming. No, we would remember.
What am I doing here?
So just give, yeah.
There you go.
So what mission is this? Give me a second. So I'll just write, bro. Hammer, and then priority, and then secret intels. Okay. So this one is a new map for us that we have used because last time I believe we didn't use Crucible of Baal in our last tournament in an RTT. So this time because it's a 5-rounder, so I just added this Crucible of Baal. So the main mission is priority targets, which is actually very good if we go second, because even in the 5th round, both of you would be scoring up to 15 additional points if you control 3 more objective each. Correct?
So yeah, so of note is the person who goes second doesn't score at the end of their turn.
They would score.
Both players score at the start of their 5th
their command phase
and at the end of the game.
Yeah, so
interesting.
It's interesting. And then the mission rule for this one is secret intel. It's where you would draw additional. If you don't want one of your secondary, you can just drop that one and draw another one. So it means you still need to use 2 secondary mission. Correct?
Yeah. So you still have 2, but you essentially have like a free discard if you don't like the 2 that you've got.
Yes, and then can you bring us to the map?
I sure can. So.
Sorry. There you go. Okay. So this one, I remember we played this. I played this one on the practice, and then so at least our map is actually very clear in terms of measurements. So we would actually try to set up all the tables for you, including the measurement of all the terrain. So there wouldn't be any why is this one not properly aligned or not measured. So the terrain pack, I believe, was released last Sunday or Monday, so at least people would have a view before they actually submit their list. So most of our terrain are actually, I would say not heavily dense, but I would say it's dense. So at least, because as we all know that 10th edition is what, a shooty,
More shooty, but there's some combat elements coming in now, I think.
But I want to protect some of the firing lane in terms of just if you would just be, in your deployment zone, we want to, cover some of the angles wherein if you want to shoot, you need to, move your stuff or make an angle. So I just made it a bit more difficult. So just to make sure that, all those, melee faction, they would really have a chance to at least stage at some point before they actually go and attack. So that's my thinking coming into this particular tournament. And then how about let's preview another one where I think it's the Hammer and Anvil, bro?
Hammer and anvil.
Yeah, and then we can discuss after.
What number is that?
I think that's number 3, last
Number
of
3.
the day 1 mission.
Oh, yep, okay.
While you are actually putting that one up, the team said he was going to take a stupid list that wouldn't win, but maybe I'll take it to the charity event for some fun instead. We should just go for fun, bro. I thought we would be seeing you this weekend. So yeah, but we'll just see you on the charity instead. That would be December of... Sorry, is it December 9 or 10?
I'm not exactly sure.
It's a Sunday.
It'll be the Sunday. Yeah.
It's either 9 or 10, but it should be a Sunday. So just double check that one. So we would
I
have...
have the mission here.
Yeah. Okay, what's the mission for the... So the hammer and anvil is take and hold. I also like take and hold because it's just simple. Is it maximum of 15?
It is, yeah. So 5 points per objective up to 3.
Yes, and hidden supplies.
And then hidden supplies is the split.
Yeah, so you'll split the objective in the center to 2, one going to the red corner and one going to the green corner. So at least it's fair, just chill, take and hold, and then yeah. So going back to the map, bro. Yeah, so this one, there are some feedback from our previous tournament.
This was what, the 3rd round of our last of the
Yes,
RTT?
that was correct.
Is that right?
So before, I believe the gap between the middle crates to that orange ruin, which is on the topmost and at the bottommost, right?
Yeah.
Before, the gap there is actually not passable, especially to those like 100 or even 80 mil bases.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I made it, I just moved the orange ruin back to the deployment, so at least it would be passable. So I think that's the only change I made in this particular map. So I think
the feedback from this one was quite positive. And
yes.
People liked the terrain layout on this one.
Yeah,
so.
except for that particular gap between the crates and the orange ruin.
Yeah,
so I actually made some changes.
People really liked it. So
yeah. So yeah, if you can put our camera on again and then come back here, and then I'll just ask you some things about your feedback as well with the terrains, or because you played with 3 maps of them.
And I think I played another practice.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
So Ben says first, I'm not super big on take and hold and hidden supplies. Suffers from the same issue in that you can just hold tree and hide. Encourages being a bit passive. What is Ben playing? Is Ben playing?
I'm not sure. I see what you're saying.
Yep.
I think with how you split the objectives, because it's hidden supplies will matter. And because they're so close together, you might be able to holding one and the other might be harder.
Yep.
But yeah, it'll depend on whether
but I would say that would also be the case to your opponent. So if you think he would be playing passive, then you should also play passive so you can both score your primary.
It would, I guess, going second is probably better in that situation then, because you can dictate.
Yeah.
You don't have to push because you know you're.
So at least it's still a thinking on, okay, if I would be well positioned to, just be laid back, passively defending just 2 of my primaries, so at least I could always score 10, 10, 10. Now the question is the secondaries. Are you going fixed or tactical? If tactical, obviously, most of the tactical secondaries actually encourages you to be, in your opponent's deployment zone, in the no man's land deployment zone, controlling at least 2. So there should be at least something there that forces you to go out.
The cards will dictate how you move quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting. But yeah, you can play definitely a passive game.
Yep. I believe my last mission also, actually I like it in a sweeping engagement, wherein it's a chosen battlefield, where you set up 5 objectives, and then you actually need to roll who's the attacker defender.
So you don't know what
sides you are. So it's actually still pretty good. So probably it would still be laid out the same as what is actually the map is still.
Well, usually there's a little bit of a difference, especially if it's an army like World Eaters. Or
unless you are someone,
go,
you have a weighted dice, and then okay, I'll set up and I'll go first. Don't do that. All right, so you've played. First, we'll talk about the Hammer and Anvil because you played that one. You're one of the one. I'm not sure if you suffered or it was actually good for your, I believe, go skill before.
So. When I played you, I think we played a practice game on it when you were first designing. Yeah. That was a while ago when you were first designing.
Yeah, I was playing like Black Templars. Yes.
Yeah, you sprung this mat on me, and we were like, let's have a game. And I was able to use the go skill to kind of block off that whole side of the map,
which is annoying.
Turns out it's annoying when you do that.
Yeah. But before, bro, actually most of the design that I have, I would always base that one to a medium terrain setup from WTC, and then
the WTC inspired.
Yeah, so WTC
like
inspired, but some of the like the combination of how far one terrain is from each other is actually also in reference to some of the GW terrain maps.
So you took elements from both.
Yeah, just what like GW say, take the best from both. Yeah, but we're still using WTC one
and stuff like that. So.
Yep. So in this Hammer and Anvil, as you were saying, so now the first time you've actually played that in a tournament, it was almost the same distance of that particular crate to that ruin.
Yes.
So
that area of the map is very interesting because if you control that, you can look into the middle ruin of your opponent.
Okay.
Which is why I think playing passive on that mat can be hard. If you don't control that side area, they can shoot directly into your middle ruin.
Yep.
And that's something that came up for me when I played Harry. I played Harry.
Imperial Knights, yes.
He was playing Knights at the RTT, and it meant I could kind of block that area. Well, I didn't have to worry about the area because the Knights couldn't
pass, yes.
And it was kind of uninteractive.
Yes.
Because I could have the Crisis jump up and down and shoot into that middle ruin, right? So now you've
so this time,
you've kind of changed that.
Yeah, I changed that. Like as I've said, we move it a bit.
Can move through that area
farther, so
and don't have to go all the way around. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, right. And then also on the last mission on this particular GT, the primary mission is, if I'm not sure, it's Purge the Foe.
Oh, that's number 5.
That's number 5. So I want to challenge the guys, right? Let's do it. Check now. Give us a second, guys.
Purge the Foe is an interesting mission.
Just to double confirm. Where is the?
So that's kill one, hold one, kill more, hold more, right? That's
yes. And chosen battlefield. So I said I'm thinking the combination is a bit funny. So just give me a second. Where is the scanner? Oh, this one. Oh, by the way, when you go to the event, in your own battlefield table, you'll have this as QR code. So if you are still confused with the map, you'll just scan this one.
The missions are in there as well.
The missions are in here. Yeah. All right, let's just double check. So we won't.
He's using it now.
No, I'm using it now.
See, look how good it's already in use.
To make sure that it's correct. Okay, so yeah, it's correct. It's Purge the Foe.
It is, okay.
And chosen battlefield on a sweeping engagement. So because my thinking on this event, especially like the first round is also Crucible, Vital Ground, and Targets of Opportunity. So my mindset was, okay, I think the first round, I want everybody to score very high, right?
Okay.
And then, like obviously good players would be scoring high, or depending on what's your strategy, you would probably be scoring still high because Targets of Opportunity gives you what?
3 cards, right?
3 cards,
or
and
2
then
fixed and a card. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And then this is Vital Ground, although you would be burning the middle objective. You would be scoring at least if you're holding 1, so 5 and 2, that's at least 7 points a turn if you're holding that 2 primaries every turn.
Yeah.
So let's say 7 times 4 is 28, so you're just 32 points off from 50 points max on the primary, and then let's say you max your secondaries. So you would still be scoring at least 70 points, which is already very good.
Just by holding your side of the board and doing secondaries.
Yes.
You can get 70 something points.
And yeah, my mindset going into the deeper rounds, then I'm making it a bit more difficult. So like as I've said in the last round,
scoring might get lower and lower into the
yes.
These top players might start to branch off a bit. Is that
yes.
Right?
So 5th round, as I've said, chosen battlefield, Percival. Percival is actually difficult. It's good if you also go second. So roll bad on your first player. Yep. And then what else? So Ben said, I guess I just like the 9th hold 1, hold 2, hold more because the hold caused a lot of conflict. Yeah, but now we're in the 10th edition, so we just need to adapt. I actually also like that one, but
that was 9th edition.
Yeah, the hold 1, hold 2,
one,
hold more. Yes, because hold more actually gives you more incentive to I want to control at least more. So every time I would always be scoring at least 5 or 4 points ahead of you.
Yeah, in some missions now it's like, especially like Purge the Foe, it's like if you don't want to play, like if you don't want to interact, you can just accept your hold 1, maybe kill a chaff unit, get your 8 primary points, and just.
But actually, you see, Purge the Foe, bro.
Purge the Foe is interesting because
if you do either, let's say I kill 1 unit,
right,
and then the opponent didn't kill a unit, that's actually 8 points for me already.
Yeah.
And then holding just 1, that's 12 points a turn.
Yeah, so I unfortunately I think that mission is very good for indirect fire.
For indirect fire,
because you can kill stuff.
But do we have any indirect fire here?
I don't think there's a whole lot. Well,
yeah, but it's a CSM.
A blitz,
but
course.
once
but,
a time.
once a game.
Once per game, yep.
T-Sons can do it.
Yeah, T-Sons, yep.
Sisters, if they're in the list, I'm not sure.
I don't think so, because I played Reus, so doesn't have.
And then CSM if they have whirlwinds and stuff like that. So,
we have a special guest here. Dalton is here, so maybe we'll get some of his insights as well. I could step out and then he can also interview you, right?
If you want.
Are you sure? Okay, there's a mic there, bro, so you can also... Welcome, Dalton. Hello.
G'day.
All right.
I think he's muted at the minute. Just hit number 1. Yeah,
number 1 now.
G'day, everyone.
All right, so we've talked about, bro, obviously we previewed the event, the venue. We've talked about some of the lists, the faction representation, and the terrain. So anything else you would like to add in terms of this upcoming tournament? By the way, Dalton is the one who was responsible for our trophies. So why don't you first talk about that?
Yeah, the trophies are sick. We've got a bunch of them. I don't know what else you want me to say. We've got fancy trophies. The podium places get some fancy glass ones. And then we've got a bunch of others for
special
all of our
prizes.
special extra awards. So
Lawrence,
do you want to talk about your one?
No, because we were exchanging some ideas for my award, and then
that's right.
Yeah, why don't you surprise me that what we talk about is actually the one that would happen? I mean, is that the actual trophy that we would give them?
Yeah, that's happening.
Oh, okay, then
that one's being done up.
Okay, so I wouldn't talk it. I won't give any more details, but it's actually very cool.
Trust me, the trophies are all.
There's a special prize apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, so the special prize are actually, for my part, it's the OG award. Is that correct?
Yeah, the OG.
So the OG award means it's an O-GOAT award because
like.
So my requirements, because this one for every Risky Rollers Open, so me, Dalton, and Lucky, we all have our a prize.
Yeah, I remember.
With our own criterion or something, right? So my one, I want if you would win the event and then you score 200s, and you'll get my award.
Do you need 200 points?
So you just need to
win.
So the winner.
Because you didn't have to win at the last one. You just needed to get.
You need perfect scores.
No, because the first one we did that last year, it's a cash prize. But since this one is now a trophy, then probably I would alter.
Trophy and prize support, yeah.
Yeah, I would probably alter that one because let's say the winner don't win.
It'll be the person with the most perfect scores that didn't win.
Is that the criteria now?
That's the criteria for the OG.
So you've changed it.
So
go for hundreds.
Go for the hundreds.
Go for the hundreds, and then you receive a very fabulous award. Okay, and then next.
So my question for you, Lawrence, is how many gold medals and trophies do you have for winning awards?
But you're the one who prepared my awards, so I don't know.
But yes, the OG award for the person with the most hundreds that didn't win, because Lawrence appreciates that.
That's actually cool.
There's also one that I've been preparing, the Coaches Award.
Yeah, so that's your Dalton's award.
This is the one that I give out because I coach a lot of stuff. And this one is all about, it's kind of it's a pseudo sportsmanship award. It's about who sort of is making the most effort to their own detriment, just bring everyone up around them.
So in short, you lose and make some other, make your opponent like win hundreds. Score
Not
high.
necessarily. I don't want you to throw games. That's not good sportsmanship. But the person who's making the most effort that we observe over the weekend, making the most effort to sort of bring up everyone around them and essentially offering advice and increasing the level of play of people around them.
All right, and then
I love that award.
How about Lucky? Lucky's award is?
Lucky's award. So it depends on how he wants to do it.
No, but the name of the award is
the Jumper.
The Jumper Award.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And basically, there's a couple of thoughts on how it's going to do that one. Actually, I'll get him to confirm exactly what we're awarding that one for. But it's general silliness and ridiculousness. It's good fun.
All right, so we have 3 special prizes, and then of course podium finishers, and then obviously your grand prize of the whole.
The Risky Rollers Championship Series, which is distinct from the Open.
Yep.
But the Open is the final crowning event for the series. We have a shield being done up for that. So the idea with that is that we're going to keep running that. It's going to adjust and evolve each year as we improve the circuit and the series.
Yep.
But basically, we're going to keep running it. You can come to a bunch of our competitive events, and we always make a big deal out of which ones they are. Come to our competitive events, and the person who performs the best at all of our competitive events consistently across the year gets awarded the champion of the Risky Rollers Championship circuit. Your name will be engraved on the shield, which will hang in this studio.
Yeah,
it'll be somewhere on camera. You'll be able to see the thing. We'll work
Is that a custodian shield?
No, it's a fancy trophy shield.
You wish.
Tell you what, Lawrence, you go to a bunch of events in the year with custodies, as they are currently now in 10th. Win a bunch of events, and then we'll think about making a custody shield.
Okay. Do we also have some awards for some painting competitions?
We do have a best painted award. So
very cool.
That was dependent on a bunch of different things. It almost didn't happen just because of all the last minute adjustments and changing around had to be done with the venue. But we do have a painting award being done. So we will probably be voting for it over lunch on Sunday because we've got a bit more time to do it then. We'll get everyone who wants to enter to set their armies up, and people can all come and vote on them. It's just a nice thing to acknowledge the hobby, and there's going to be a bunch of really gorgeous armies in attendance. So yeah, definitely worth having a look at those.
And then obviously some prize support from.
So we got prize support from General Games Malvern and the Gaming Arena.
Gaming Arena as well.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty sweet.
All right, Utichner said Ben C is going to win the event. Why not we talk about some prediction?
Ben Kubra?
Yeah.
He's going, what's he running? I haven't looked through his list.
CSM as well.
CSM. His list goes hard too.
Yeah, props to Ben. He has been improving so fast over the year. He is now a force to be reckoned with.
Force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, so mad props. He's a scary player now.
All right, why don't we make some... while Dalton is... Are you checking his list?
I'm pulling up the lists in general, yeah.
Okay, cool. So...
I can have a look if you want.
Yeah, let's do some prediction. I want some predictions.
What faction's gonna win?
Yeah, maybe not names, but just faction. Yeah, what do you reckon?
CSM's gonna take it.
But there's
that's the easy answer, right? What's your dark horse to take it? What's your dark horse pick, right? You have to pick.
All right, the dark horse is, I'm telling you, Sisters, Reese.
Mr. Reese, the beast. Yeah. He is a monster.
That's the dark horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, because CSM would also just all the tiny little sexy girls there. So then, but yeah, Reese plays like a monster.
Is a force to be reckoned with, no matter what army he plays, and he seems to find value out of things that you just don't expect. So it's really cool, really cool.
All right, so let's do prediction. Your top 3 podiums, but just factions.
Factions.
Okay.
Factions.
So
interesting.
Let's do the player first because Ed is playing, so you can.
So
let's predict
the 3 factions that I think will be in the top 3.
Yeah.
I think there'll be 1 Chaos Space Marines.
Of course, yes.
Yep.
I think there'll be
This isn't it
Try
difficult?
not to think about the players too much.
Okay, think first. How about you, Dalton? Do you already have 1, 2, 3?
I've got I don't have a 1 to 3 in order, but I've got a few that I suspect I'll see up there.
Okay.
So I think CSM, just by virtue of attendance.
Okay, Dalton also
we'll see up there.
CSM.
Sure, yeah.
I'm hoping to see a Leagues of Votan list up there.
Okay, you
I
also have the
believe
leagues.
there are a couple of leagues lists
I
happening
think
here.
there's only one.
Yeah,
is it
there's
Mark?
one. Yeah, there's just one leagues
Hey,
of vote on.
well, shout out to Mark for running leagues.
No, it's
No, it's
Lachlan.
it's Lachlan Morrison of the Ratcon Boys.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Part of the
nice.
Ratcon Boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, in that case, sorry, shout out. I don't care about you other two if you're not running leagues. Shout out to Lachlan Morrison for that one. No, I'm kidding. I love you guys. It's always good. But shout out to Lachlan Morrison for running leagues. I'd love to see him get up there. Realistically, I think Chaos Space Marines
Leagues.
probably a Tyranids list.
There's only one Tyranids, bro.
Is it?
Yep.
Who's piloting it?
Jason Horn.
Jason Horn.
Another good player.
He can definitely get up there.
All right.
And then, all right,
You have three.
discounting that,
Jason was
probably
podiumed last year, right?
He
With
did,
the
yeah.
Tyranids
Yeah.
as well?
I believe so. Yeah.
So if we remember it right, so Dean took down the event last year.
He did.
Then,
And
who's the second placer?
Mr. Michael Hamilton?
Michael Hamilton of the Iron Hands.
Iron Hands, yep.
And then,
And then it was
Jason Horn.
Who beat me.
And then fourth, I remember, is Ben Kunstler.
Yes. The first,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first Charlie.
Yeah, the first Charlie. We also have Charlie
Oh
Owen,
yeah,
right?
the now classic
Fourth
whiskey roll
placer,
is the Charlie for fourth place.
All right.
Which, as is tradition, is a trophy base with no trophy on it. But it is all nicely engraved and everything now with the logo and all that kind of stuff. So it's actually quite nice.
That's nice.
All right, so we got the top three, not in particular order, of Dalton, CSM,
Well,
Leagues, and
my
Tyranids.
third one, I think.
Not Tyranids.
No, I said Chaos Space Marines, I said Tyranids, and I didn't say anything else.
Leagues. You said
Leagues or
leagues.
no leagues?
I'd like them to be up there. I don't think it's a good
Leagues is
prediction.
very good, bro. I'm telling you.
They are very good, but I haven't had a good look through the list, but I'm not going to pin that as one of the top three. I think we'll probably see Sisters potentially, but then again, I'm basing that on player. So I'm thinking Tau.
Oh, is it Mr. ASCII?
If someone was going to do it, I think it's Ed.
Okay.
But I think Tau are in a really good spot at the moment.
Tau,
And
yes.
I think as a dark horse pick, they're up there.
Okay.
I think
There
people
are
are underestimating just what
Tau
they can
players.
pull off.
There are 4 Tau players.
Exactly, they've got enough chances to get there too.
All right, so your three is CSM,
think-
Tyranids, and Tau, yes?
I think.
Okay, how about you, Mr. ASCII?
So I said CSM already.
See, yeah, you have
Then we have
CSM.
Space Marines in there.
Yes?
Unfortunately,
SM.
SM, yeah. There's 4 of them, and
yeah.
they're new, so people might not know what to expect. As much.
That's true,
I
that's
haven't
very
played
true.
against them yet. And what's my last one?
Yep. So by the end of...
I wouldn't actually, maybe CK actually. I think Chaos Knights have a decent.
Okay.
I don't know what their game's like into CSM. It's probably okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't really know. But I think CK have the tools to do it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
So recapping, CSM, Tyranids, and Tau for Dalton. Yours is CSM, Space Marines, and CK.
Chaos Knights. Yeah.
CK.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, so maybe we could also like bet here that whoever has the closest
Can we get some nice
prediction will get something next week.
All right.
How about
I
that?
don't want to do any match fixing or anything.
No, all right, my prediction. My prediction, you'll have double CSM in podium and 1 Tau.
2 CSM
Tau.
podium, 1 Tau.
Yes.
That's very specific, but I like it. It's bold.
Yeah. Because you have 6. So I reckon you'll have
Are
double
there,
CSM.
actually, it's a good question. I haven't had a look through. Are there any world leaders going?
Yes.
Because they're.
Dean is there.
is Dean not running CSM?
Dean is running
He's
world
playing
leaders.
so
Okay.
very spicy.
Because I was having a think about it. I'm like, that's one of the armies that I think does really well into this. Because it's very CSM heavy, very Tau heavy, and very NIDS and Space Marines. World leaders do very well into that
They
lineup.
deal with Necrons pretty well too.
Yeah, I
Is there
think there's
3
2 Necrons.
3 Necrons.
3
players?
Necrons, yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Ben Staffordson says CSM is really good into CK. It's
Yeah.
winnable for CK, but it's hard.
There you go.
CK struggle into
Is it 'cause
armies with a lot of utility, I think.
I guess the damage output on CSM is just crazy high.
Yes.
And like, Forge Fiends just pick up.
yes,
Yeah,
even
you do that, and then
Well,
you've
so-
still got units to do things
Yeah,
with.
exactly.
They're not going to run out of the ability to
And
do
then like
anything.
Mark of Nurgle is like you shoot them, but they can't shoot you. because of the Cloud of Flight strat. And
Hilarious.
Well, just to make sure, guys, as I think, you know, as I'm just saying, we're just talking about faction. But obviously, if you talk about names, then that would be
that changes. I'm saying that. Can I swap World Eaters in just on the faction itself, knowing there is at least one going?
So yours is CSM.
Yeah, I reckon CSM. I reckon World Eaters.
And
I think Tau go up over Tyranids in this sort of landscape. It's an interesting pick, but I do rate Tau over Nids at the moment, as in this landscape, with these armies being in attendance.
Okay, so yours is a CSM, WE, and Tau.
I love your faith in me, Hugh, but main problem being that I can't run them at one of my own events.
Make me run Custodies, please. I know I would lose, but at least I would still.
I'm definitely working on a bunch more of them. Hugh. I'll be running a lot of leagues voted on the channel.
I think we will have an odd player. So can I be the Gumby?
You can't be the Gumby, Lawrence. You're a TO. We know this.
I'm not the TO.
I don't know if we'll have an odd number.
You're the TO. Huh?
Will we have an odd number? I don't know.
I don't know if you have an odd number of players, but we always organise a Gumby here. Yeah. In this case, we have, I believe Carl is coming in with the Gumby in case we need.
Okay, I'll let Carl. You need to play Custodies. Please make them great again.
Have your orders, Carl.
All right, Ben says again, honestly, Oblitz and the ACDC are actually the issues for CK.
ACDC?
Yeah.
I guess because they can't kill me in one go, right? And then they just come back.
Yeah.
ACDC is amazing unit, man.
But I remember I played this against Alex Franz. He has this ACDC. I put in at least, I think, 3 units of 5 custodian guards just to obliterate them one turn. Otherwise, I can't.
I put 10 paladins into a unit and it didn't even get close. Like, it wasn't even... Yeah.
We've got Brian in chat mentioning that leagues have an issue going past rounds 4 and 5. It's not untrue, but it also depends on how you use it. Leagues have a very cheap bikes that just jump off the board and come back on. You should be conserving at least 2 units of those until round 3, and then just hooking them off the board. They're your objectives in turn 4 and 5. And if you haven't dealt with the threats to your Terminator bricks by then you've already lost the game anyway. So your Terminators should be sticking around to then. You get 30 of them for like 450 points.
It's a bit more than that, I think.
Sorry, 30 of them for... You get 15 for 450. They're 150 per 10. You get 30 of them for 900. So you've still got 2 land fortresses, 4 Sagittors, dudes, and bikes in the list.
Sagittors are nuts.
Yeah, Sagittors are insane. The whole point of leagues play well when they control the tempo of the game. They've got enough stuff and the right profiles that you can really pace it out. So you should be getting to turn 4 and 5. But you're right. If they're going to fall down, that's where they'll fall down.
I'd be curious to see how they go into Space Marines because...
Yeah, I haven't played it much yet.
Like, the Terminator bricks with Armor Contamped in cover sound really hard. I mean, they're hard to deal with for Tau, let alone a lot of other armies. Yeah.
So Utishner said, Lawrence writes the most troll Custodes leads. Don't make Carl to do that. If you're playing...
Tell you what, no, maybe that's the wager we have. Whoever gets the most correct podiums gets to write a troll list of someone's favorite faction and make them play it.
Okay.
We all on board with this?
What do you think?
We'll see.
We'll see.
You ready for an all Vespid Tau list, Ed?
I saw some Vespid. I saw some Vespid in, I think it's Chris.
Vespid are really
good,
yes.
man. Vespid are good.
Yeah, Vespid is good.
Vespid have always been good. I don't know what you're on.
They're really good now.
No, they're very good now. Yes. So you, Tishner, if you're playing on November 25 in Dungeons & Heresy, I'll bring a very good Custodes. Yeah, it will still be a meme list. What else? Well, Dread spam Custodes, it would. Yeah, I would spam.
I mean, that sounds kind of fun, to be honest.
Yeah. And some.
It does.
My favorite
It's just
unit.
knights, but in gold.
Yeah.
Venetari is the best. Venetari. Fallback shouldn't charge. Come on.
They're not good, bro.
Who does that? Fallback shouldn't charge.
They're not good.
They're very good now, but the problem is they're very expensive.
That's why they're not.
But they're
good.
very good. Fallback shouldn't charge is very good. Free rapid ingress. Who gets that? You can double rapid ingress, but 200 points for 3. Oh my goodness, that's very bad.
Should I tell them about it last time? That you brought Venetari, what happened?
I don't want to tell them.
We don't want to talk about that.
forget it.
It didn't go so well. Spoilers.
Well, wait for they would be buff. Wait for it, guys. Custodes, come on.
I mean, they'll come back around. Yeah.
I don't underestimate Custodes. I actually think they're not as bad as people think.
They're not as bad, but yeah, the problem is, yeah, let's say you win your first game in a tournament, right? Then you would be up there with a good faction that Custodes can't beat.
Yeah, I mean, there's some matchups that they just can't.
Or let's say you lost your first 2 games, then yeah, I think they're still, they would still be very good in mid board. But yeah, they won't win any tournaments
Eldar
anymore.
is a huge problem for them.
Yeah, I hate the nice penis.
Do we have any Eldar?
Yeah, we have one.
There's only one. It's
Yeah,
a very interesting.
Surprising. One.
6 CSM, but only 1 Eldar.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Like that, you would consider those probably the top in the meta right now. But yeah,
oh, you Tishner can make it to the what do you call this one? Heresy. So he would be playing at VTC. So we'll see you there.
We'll see you at VTC.
We'll see you at VTC.
Yeah. Everybody's going to be.
Yeah, there's a good chance, actually, Hugh. There's a good chance I'll be running leagues there because that'll be fun.
That's not a good shot. I think you will really run.
Yeah, but then I've got to paint more Terminators.
Oh, then don't. I think you should just play.
I've got to paint little 8mm Space Marines. All right. Legions Imperialis coming out, and I'm not going to play anything else for the next year. So.
So you said Custodes aren't bad as long as you're not running 3x6 Venetari.
That's fair.
Don't worry.
That's right. Lawrence isn't going to run 3x6 at Heresy. He'll run 4.
Well, I don't have 18, but I have 12. So in Heresy, I would run.
That's rookie numbers, mate. Run 24.
3x4.
Run 4x6.
No, you can take 4 units in Heresy, right? 4 units.
Yeah, rule of
No. I think because
take
they
4
also
units to
nerfed
6.
No, they didn't nerf the squad size. You still can run 1x6. So yeah, 2x6, 3x6, you can't do that one. But yeah, I think I only have 12 Venetaris. So unfortunate for me, I would only run 2x6.
I can't wait to see double rapid ingress, 12 Venetaris.
Very good.
Again, just find 12 more. Do it 4 times in one turn. I mean, can you do it
Yes.
more than twice?
Yes.
I don't know.
There's no rules so far that it's because it says
Even if you've already used it this turn.
No. Let's just use. I'll just open
question,
it now.
actually.
Yeah. Before we say goodbye,
I feel
because
like we're veering off into
Yeah,
too much Custodes territory.
come on, they're
Hey,
not.
look, it's
they won't be
better than
represented
too
in
many
the
knights
tournament.
territory.
So let's just do this one for me, please.
Okay.
All right, Venetari. Let's see the rule. Vena.
I actually think the terrain isn't too bad for Custodes.
All right, once per battle, you can target this unit with a rapid ingress strat for 0 CP and can do so even you have already targeted a different unit with the stratagem this phase. So yes, you can.
As far as I'm concerned, yeah, you can do that for multiple units if you have them. That's hilarious.
It's kind of cool.
That's right. I told you it's good, but
Maybe
so pricey.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
very
how do you deal with 18 Venetari rapid ingressing in your front lines?
Well, the problem is that once you deal with that, you don't have to deal with anything else.
That's true.
Because they're so expensive. So it's like
Hey, how much do they cost?
400 for 6.
So 200 for
God.
3, 400 for 6. Yeah, very
it's
bad,
so
right?
expensive.
So just imagine how many
Wait, so 400 points for 6
6.
Venetari. What's their stats? What's their
Just
stats?
the guard,
they
pretty much. But don't get real wounds.
2 up save, 4 up in bone,
T6, 4 up in Von,
3 wounds apiece.
3 wounds apiece, and then yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, and then I'm paying what 300 for 10 Terminators.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're paying 400 for like
6
10 Deathwing Knights or something.
Yeah,
which is
no,
just
that's
insane, right? Yeah.
That's awful.
all right. So love chatting with you guys. So yeah, if we don't have any more questions, we can say goodbye already.
Yes,
so
yeah. If anyone has
any
any more
final
questions,
thoughts
now's
first?
the time.
Yeah.
I like chatting with chat. It's fun.
It's nice.
It's fun,
yeah.
right?
Just having a chat.
So
Yeah.
we will see you hopefully this weekend. Even if you're not playing, guys, you can actually just come and say hi, watch some
say hi.
games,
Yeah.
chat with us.
Yeah, so
at
if you're
least,
not if you're not playing, you're welcome to come along. We always encourage spectators. It's at the Manningham Hotel and Club. This is at 1 Thompson's Road in Berlin. Fantastic venue. It's going to be really great space for the weekend. I can't wait to head up there and set up tomorrow night. And if you can't make it up there to say hi and have a beer with us, you can always tune in to the
Join
live
us,
stream. We'll be here on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, and also live on Twitch at the Australis Tabletop Wargaming Network. I believe we have a link down in the description, maybe? I will add one as soon as the stream is over.
Yeah.
And we'll be posting links and stuff
It'll be
all
all
over our
over,
social media
all
and in all the Facebook groups and things and so on. So make sure to come along and join in the stream, or just come along and see us in person, have a chat, check out the event. It's going to be awesome.
Yep. So yeah, any final thoughts before we say goodbye to our audience?
Not really.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited. Of course I'm excited.
Are you gonna take some of the podium?
I'll do my best.
Do your best. How about you, Mr. Dalton?
I can't.
And the
I'm
final
not
thoughts.
playing. I'm taking podiums.
No, you won't take podiums because you're not playing.
You're gonna take first.
If I'm the Gumby,
You're not the Gumby.
I won't. Yeah, final thoughts. Yes. Okay, you first, sir.
Yeah, final thoughts were just, look, to everyone coming along, good luck. I'm going to give a quick reminder on a TO note. Make sure your models are correct base sizes, WYSIWYG, painted enough, all that
Our
kind of
TO
stuff.
is so strict, guys.
Well, look, this is the end of the season that we're strict. I'll be walking around and I will ask you to remove models if they're not up to scratch. Painted is just 3 color minimum with something on the base and a base rim. I don't want to see bare bases. All right, put something on them. Bit of sand, bit of texture paint, something.
Are you ready for that?
Hey, mine already,
Yeah.
man. Mine already.
All your skimmers are up off the ground, all that kind of stuff. They will be by Saturday.
They will
so,
be, yeah. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't care. I don't care who you are. You got to have the right stuff. Rules apply to everyone. But other than that, can't wait to have the weekend. This is my favorite mission pack we've ever done. The terrain looks fantastic. The venue looks great. We've got a phenomenal lineup of players and a fantastic lineup of lists. I can't wait to see you all there and have a great weekend to 40k.
Yes, so before I say goodbye, so last one from Ben Saperson said, the only issue with the Open is waking up so early. But you have to do what you have to do to play 40k. So with that, thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoy our short content for Thursday. As I've said, we are not playing because we just wanted to preview our premium RR Open this coming weekend. So yeah, just please join us, have fun, and then we will see you there. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.
Outro.
Outro. Come on.
We have a button for this.
There.